to 100 people? Nope. You know why? Can we talk? We've been talking. I want to decrease and worship Him more and have less to do with people. Does that shock you? That shock you?
Not at all.
I want to have everything to do with the right people who want to be closer to Yeshua. Even if Yeshua shares things with them that they're very uncomfortable, because that's where the remez, the drash, and the sod come in. If you stay and live as a Nazarene Israelite, He's going to start giving you things in the remez, drash, and sod, the other three levels that are really going to challenge you. How you live, how you're allowed to live. As I always say, perfect example. As I always say, mira, otro. As I always say, if I walk down the street with two boys and I have sex with, Yahweh forbid, with two boys holding hands, oh, that's an alternate lifestyle. But if I have a covenant, lifetime covenant obligation with three women, he's loco, he's crazy, put him in jail. This is why we need our minds renewed. This is why we need our minds renewed. In the church world, it's like, my ministry, more disciples, more baptisms, more numbers. In Yeshua's kingdom, it's, no. Are you ready to decrease so that I can increase? That's the key. Can I hear a good amen? That's the key. I heard a rabbi say on television last night. He said he had no ministry. Yahweh was not blessing him. He didn't know what to do. He was hearing voices. He didn't know which was Yahweh's voice, which was a stranger's voice. And eventually, he was broke. He didn't know which way to turn. He was living out of his car. He said, I'm not telling you to do this, but I'll tell you what I did. I wanted Yahweh so bad to lead me and to hear His voice and to be His disciple. I wanted it so bad. You know what I did? This rabbi went into a restaurant. He owned nothing. He had no money. He had no possessions. All he had was the keys to his car. Rebbe and Rivka, would you please give me some windshield wipers, please? Some more of these. Thank you. He said, I want Yahweh so bad. He says to the waitress, he said, sweetheart, how would you like a car? He gave the waitress the car keys, walked out and hitchhiked, and said, Yahweh, if I get picked up, that's where you want me. If I don't get picked up, thank you, honey, I'll lay on the roadside until you lead me and guide me where my next step is. He took his wallet, threw it in the garbage. License, credit cards, everything. No worldly ties, no worldly entanglements. Put his wallet in the garbage, gave the waitress his car keys, and said, I'm going to hitchhike on the side of the road, and you gave me a ministry, you called me to the ministry, and now I'm going to follow you wherever you lead. That is a trust.
Serious.
That's not, he wasn't trying to become a bum. He already had credit cards. He had money. But he was a rabbi who was called to the ministry, but he kept hearing different directions and different voices, and he wanted to get back to his first love. And so as an outward sign of an inward emunah, he gave a poor waitress his car keys, and he gave his credit cards into the dumpster, threw his credit cards into the dumpster. And now he was ready. He said, okay, I've got no worldly ties. Now take me wherever you think Yahweh honored him? Now he's got a worldwide TV ministry on the church channel. What better place for a rabbi to be? The church channel. Can I hear a good amen?
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing when the Yeshua takes a nice Jewish boy and puts him on a church channel. What a brach.
I don't think so.
Why not? Because he can reach church folks and tell them the truth. Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
So this was Rabbi Schneider. Some of you have heard of him.
Yes.
Rabbi Schneider. He is an anointed man of Yahweh.
Wow.
But how did he get that way? He turned back to simplicity. So notice verse 37. And, okay, looking at Yeshua, he said again, behold the Lamb of Yahweh, verse 37. And immediately, turn to your neighbor and say immediately. Immediately, the two Talmidim heard Yeshua. They heard Yeshua. They heard Yeshua. He pointed to Yeshua, and immediately they followed.
Exactly. Not the bar.
They followed Yeshua.
Immediately.
Would you do me a favor? If the day ever comes when I'm pointing people either away from Yeshua to another man's ministry or to another teacher, Kabbalah, would you please lovingly ask to meet me in private and speak to me, telling the truth in love, and say, you know, I'm getting off course. You're confusing people. We need to be more focused on Yeshua. I won't be angry at you if you do it. Tell the truth in love, but tell, no problem.
Oh, yes.
But telling the truth is not calling other people and gossiping and doing recluse on the telephone. Well, Rabbi Moshe did this and said this and did this, and what do you think? Well, why are you asking them what you think? If you knew that Yeshua's voice was the only one that counted, you wouldn't waste your time asking people what they thought. You'd ask Yeshua what you should do.
Exactly.
And if he does tell you to leave Rabbi Moshe's congregation, you say, Yeshua has showed me, Yeshua has told me, I leave in shalom without creating gossip, problems, or wars. Bye. Have a nice life.
That's the way it
And the
works.
ones who do that are blessed. The ones who go around on the internet adding blogs. Well, yes, I was in Rabbi's congregation in Miami, and do you know one time he yelled at his wife in front of everybody? Oh, what a genius you are. As if you've never raised your voice. I mean, since last Friday.
That the one that tried
I found out he was human. Really? What a shock. He has shortcomings. Keep your eyes on Yeshua.
Amen. Amen. That's the thing.
So the two Talmidim heard Yeshua speak, and they followed Yeshua. Yochanan was doing what he was sent to do, to release people into a personal relationship with the living, eternal, only Savior of mankind.
Amen.
That's what we're doing here. That's what this worship is all about. That's what this meeting is all about. To point people to Yeshua.
Amen.
To get rid of the rash and the drash and the sod that sometimes settles in our mind. We're seeking for deep golden nuggets. Where the greatest golden nugget is Yeshua himself.
That is so
Yahweh told Abraham Avinu, he said, I am your shield and your exceeding great reward. Not what you can get from me, not what I can give you. Yahweh said to Abraham, I am your shield and your exceeding great reward. Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
I mean a good amen.
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 So the Besorah is simple. You have the greatest gift you will ever have. Yahweh has given you his unspeakable gift. And it is who? It is Yahshua. That is the unspeakable gift that keeps on giving and keeps on giving and keeps on giving. Because he is a giver. He loves you. And he will give you all things that pertains to what? Chaim, life, and Shabbat guarding piety. Are you with me?
Amen.
YP, are you with me? Are you with me?
Amen.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I'm fired up. Romia 12:8. Romia 12:8. Romia 12:8. A turn back to simplicity.
Oh no, you're not trying that.
That's nice. Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Wait a minute.
Hey!
That is
A turn back to simplicity. Romia 12:8. And as long as I keep worshiping, no matter how bad I sound, Yahweh will keep giving me peace that passes all understanding and unspeakable things that are full of glory. But as soon as I take my eyes off Yeshua, like Kepha, who was walking on the Sea of Galilee, as soon as he took his eyes off Yeshua, he began to sink. He began to go down and down. If you give people your heart, your mind, and your attention, they will bring you down.
Amen. Amen.
Your heart, your mind, your emotions belong to Yeshua and nobody else.
Amen.
You're bought with a price.
Amen.
Glorify Yahweh in your body and your spirit, which are now as part of this covenant. The blood covenant between you and the King belongs to Yahshua. Look at Romans 12:8. Or he that exhorts, Rav Shaul talking to the Kehillah in Rome. Or he that exhorts, let him exhort. He that gives, let him do it with simplicity. He that is a shepherd oversees others with diligence, let him do it with simple diligence. He that shows rachamim with simcha. So all these things we are to do with the simplicity of the message. Romans 16:18. It's a simple message. We can get very cloudy. We can cloud this message